been going places she's never really been before. His heart feels like it might stop beating at times. He prays it does, so he won't have to hear the truth. The woman that he loves, every day is closer to that dream. It's just another shot of whiskey, it's just enough to kill the pain. It's just another shot of whiskey, Lord, he's riding the southbound train. The southbound train. One day I'll walk again by your side. Till then, Scotch will be just fine. It's just another shot of whiskey, it's just enough to kill the pain. It's just another shot of whiskey, Lord, he's riding the southbound train. The southbound train. It's just another shot of whiskey, it's just enough to kill the pain. It's just another shot of whiskey, Lord, he's riding the southbound train. The southbound train. The southbound train. They left Clay County, 1876. Grayback rebels trying to run the risk, seeking vengeance for their southern pride. Yeah, Jesse James along for the ride. They ride. They ride. September 7th, they rode into town just to take old dames down. Colt 45 strapped across their hips, yeah. JYG etched in the grip. And I often think about when they roar into my town. Will they try to roll the dice, thinking Minnesota nice? Minnesota nice. Where White Dusters 3 walked in the bank, walked out to open safe. Haywood cried, said, "Don't kill me," but that time lock won't open till 3. They ride. They ride. They tried to run, they tried to hide. Those old Yankees let the bullets fly. The town folk stood their ground, yeah. Jesse rode in my town. Well, they probably rolled the dice. Thinking Minnesota nice. Well, hard to think about when Jesse rode in my town. Well, they tried to roll the dice. Thinking Minnesota nice. Minnesota nice. Minnesota nice. Minnesota nice.
All right, Minnesota nice. Right here in the heart of Minneapolis, Minnesota at the Convention Center. It is the 2026 Northern Lights Qualifier. Mike Spoladoro on the call. Spoiler Rock Sports Network special presentation of Northern Lights Volleyball. This is 15 Xenon from the Convention Center in this year's qualifier. Welcome to the program. We are thrilled to be here to bring you Northern Lights Volleyball. On the near side, your Northern Lights 15 Xenon. Black jerseys, white numbers. Libero Miss Munson will jump in her red jersey. Across the way, that's EVA, Eaton Volleyball Academy, is what I'm going to go with. First opponent for Northern Lights today, and Paige Stadler is going to get us going. Day one, match one of the tournament starts now. Stadler over into the 6, popped up high in the air, in system, middle attack, big swing, just wide. Point Lights. It was close. Activity in the middle there, running a little shake as Stadler up 1-0 off the net cord, picked up. Back row attack, a lefty is into the net. Point Northern Lights, and it's 2-0 Lights here early, set 1. Stadler quick to work into the 6. Good pass in system. Strong side attack, tipped over the block, pushed back by Halbersma. They'll try the right side, that's tipped over. Munson goes down to get it. Stadler pops it up in the air. Free ball Fetcherl down the line. Here comes Eaton. Right side attack, punched over the jumping Munson, outside the reach of Gleason, and it's a point Eaton. They are on the board. Northern Lights up 2-1. This is number 11 serving. That's Carly Blanchley. It's long. Point Northern Lights. 3-1. Lights on top as Fetcherl to serve. Gets the signal for ready. Good strong serve into the 1. Nice pass in system. Strong side attack. The lefty blocked by Northern Lights. Now here come the right side. Blocked again. Gigo Ashfali owning the net here. This one's over. Munson is underneath it. Stadler's going to go outside. Gleason tip into the corner. Picked up by Eaton. They're going to go strong side. The lefty punches it over deep. Fetcherl sends it up high. Stadler's going to go to Halbersma. Tip down the line. Hit the antenna. Point EVA. 3-2. Northern Lights on top early in set 1. Libero Raffleson to serve. She sends it over. Libero to Libero. Munson sends it up. Gleason slips and finds the floor. It's an ace serve. And we're knotted at 3. 3-3 the score on court. 3-3. Raffleson to serve it again. A good strong serve. Munson sends it over, but there's a ball on the court. We'll get a replay. We'll replay 3-3 on court. 3-3. Ball comes flying in from 28. That serve is long. There's balls flying around everywhere. It's a point Northern Lights. on the service error. 4-3 Lights leads. Munson pounds the ball into the floor. She'll let it go deep into the 1, too deep into the 1. Excuse me, that's the 5, too deep into the 5. Point to Eaton. Rudnick to serve. Munson is there. Stadler with options. Goes back to Halbersma. Net gets in the way. Point Eaton, and they take their first lead of the match. Serve over short. Fetchel goes down to get it. Gleason sends it up high. Dante sends it down the line. Picked up by Eaton. Right side attack. Tipped over and down. Long left arm of Carson Tonchi with the tip over the block. Serve over. Munson is there. Halbersma over the block, picked up by Raffleson. They're going to go right side. Big swing by the left-hander Tonchi is good to the floor. Point Eaton, and we get a timeout called by Northern Lights, down 7-4 here in set 1. We'll step aside for a moment. Back in action. Serve is over and long. That's a coach's point. Service error off a timeout. You always give credit to the coaching staff for calling the timeout, and it's a point Northern Lights. And now Sakura into serve, down 2-5-7. Sakura into the 6. A little bit out of system. Big swing by a lefty is long. Point Northern Lights, and now Sakura will serve, looking to knot things up here in set 1. Down the line she goes, off the deflection, over the stands. Point Northern Lights, and we're knotted up at 7. Sakura down the line once again. This one finds the net. Point to Eaton. Serve over. Munson sends it up high. Fetchel on number 2, and Sakura sends it over free. Here comes Eaton. Look out. Big swing, but it finds the net. Point to Northern Lights, and it's 8-8 as Jenna Gleason trots back to the service stripe. Gleason sends it into the 6, too strong into the 6. Point Eaton. Eaton leads 9-8. Strong serve over. Munson there. Good pass. Sakura's going to go outside. Fetchel attempts to bring it back. Can't get it inside the antenna. Point to Eaton, and they lead now by 2. 10-8 the score. Eaton on top. R2's going to trot over, have a conversation with R1. It sure felt like that ball was outside the antenna. I don't know what the conversation is. serve over and long. Point Northern Lights. Now back to serve. Beth Dante. Strong serve into the 6. Great pass in system. Strong side attack. It's over the block. Touch called. Point Eaton. Dante trying to sneak in the serve. Good attempt, but not happening. And now Forster serving. Forster sends it over. Fettrell goes down, can't come up with it. Point to Eaton. Good strong serve. Munson goes down to get it, sends it over. Here comes Eaton. Oh, it's an overball sent back by Gigu Ashvili. Point Northern Lights. The R1 wants to send it over to Eaton. I don't get. I think they tried to call underneath the net. I'm not buying this at all. We'll see. R2, R1 going to have a conversation. We'll see what comes about. The R1 seemed a little bit confused too, so we'll see what happens here. As it sits, Northern Lights down 10-12. Point Northern Lights, says the R1. Stadler looking for the ball. Here it comes. Substitution up front. Halbersma and Sikora. Eaton coach wants an explanation. Okay, now Tanchi, floor captain's going to go over and talk to the R1. Want an explanation. I think the coach may be saying that our player crossed the net, and in fact it should have been over the line, but we will see. We will see indeed. R1 talking it over with the big left-hander, Carson Tonchi, gets the explanation. She's going to walk back and talk to the coach. Coach is still talking to the R2. Now the coach wants the R1 to talk to the R2. R1 says, I've talked to R2. We're going to play on. Coach demands the R2. I think that our floor captain, I think that's Fettrell, should be in this conversation, but R1 continues to be adamant that Northern Lights will take the point. Coach not satisfied, but we're going to play on, and Northern Lights down 2. Good strong serve. Pass goes outside. Right side attack. Big swing. Finds the net. Point Northern Lights. Sometimes when there's lots of conversation, momentum can swing. We'll see if Lights can take advantage. As Stadler looks to tie things at 12. Good strong serve into the 1. Good pass. Strong side attack. Big swing down the line. Picked up by Stadler. Munson's going to go outside to Fettrell. Fettrell through the block. Nice dig by Tonchi. No second contact. Point Northern Lights, and we're knotted up at 12. 12-12 here, set number 1, match 1 of this 3-day tournament here in the Minneapolis Convention Center. Stadler into the 6. Good pass and system. Right side attack. Tipped over. Towel is there. Stadler's going to go outside. Fettrell, big swing. Over the block to the floor. Point Northern Lights, and halfway through set number 1, it's 13-12. Northern Lights on top. Stadler continues at the line. She goes down the line this time. Out of system to the floor. Point Northern Lights in 4 quick points after that discussion. Northern Lights up by 2. Timeout Eaton. Northern Lights, the cheer from our left. It's the student section. Maybe we'll call it the student section. It's really a parent section, but it's, you know, March Madness and state tournament time. So generally, the fans are students. So we all like to feel young. We're all students in one way or the other. And here we go, resuming play, 14-12. Stadler continues at the line. Good strong serve, great pass in system. Right side attack, blocked by Giguashvili. Free ball over, is it coming? It is. Halbersma sends it up. Stadler back to Halbersma. Tip, picked up by Eaton. Run the right side attack. Free ball not coming over. 4 contacts still not coming over. Point Northern Lights, 15-12. Northern Lights leads on a 5-point run here with Paige Stadler at the helm. Stadler into the 6. Pass and system. Right side, strong side attack down the line. Stadler with the dig. Munson's going to go outside to Halbersma. Halbersma into the campfire and down. Halbersma, nice shot into the campfire. Point Northern Lights, 16-12. Now Lights by 4. Stadler, good strong serve into the 1, picked up and over. Giguashvili puts it back down. Point Northern Lights. 17-12. Now Lights on a roll here. 7 points in a row for Stadler. She goes into the 6. Too far into the 6. Service error will give the ball back to Eaton, but not after an outstanding service run by Paige Stadler. And now Kara Blanchley sends it down the line, but she's too long. Service error followed by another service error. Point Northern Lights, 18-13 the score. Fettrell to serve. We're in set 1 of match 1. Substitution on the Eaton side, and here we go. Fettrell drills into the 6. Nice pass and system. Strong side attack. The lefty is blocked. Picked up. Stadler gets it up in the air, and Halbersma sends it down the line and to the floor. Great work at the net again by Northern Lights. That's Giguashvili. Assist Halbersma with that block. Giguashvili did a good job picking the ball up after the block. Good strong serve by Fettrell. Great pass and system. Right side attack. Punched over deep. Stadler is there. Munson's going to go back row to Fettrell. Fettrell free ball over, and here comes Eaton. Strong side attack coming. The lefty tips it over. Gleason pops it up in the air. Net violation. Northern Lights. Point Eaton. 19-14. Lights leads by 5. Libero Raffleson back to serve for Eaton. Good strong serve. Munson is there, sends it up high. Stadler runs back to Halbersma. Halbersma tip over the block. Nice pick up and sent over on 2. Fettrell goes down to get it. Stadler outside. Gleason, big swing off the block. Out of play. Point Northern Lights. Gleason tools the block and gets Northern Lights into the red zone. 20-14. They lead by 6. Munson to serve into the 6. Passed up high. Strong side attack coming. The lefty over the block. Dug up by Fettrell. Fettrell then collides with Munson, and the ball falls to the floor. Point to Eaton. The lead still a handful. This is now Rudnick back to serve for Eaton. Down 5. Good serve just catches the top of the net. Point Northern Lights. 21-15. Substitution on the floor. Sikora will come in and serve. Halbersma will take a break, and Sikora will come back to serve, not before giving Fettrell a low 5. Sikora with a 6-point advantage. Good strong serve into the 6. Strong side attack coming from the ground. It's into the net. Point Northern Lights. 22-15 the score, and another timeout taken by Eden. Northern Lights is the call from the faithful here. Court 33 of the Convention Center, Minneapolis, Minnesota. It is a beautiful day outside, 62 Fahrenheit and sunny. In the gym, not too bad either. It's probably 72 in the gym and comfortable. You don't want it too warm, don't want it too cold. You got to find that sweet spot. Lights would like a sweet spot of a run of 3 out of Socorro to take set number 1 and put in the books. Got a little scare early, but now lead by 7. Socorro, good serve, nice pass, perfect passing system, run to the middle. Net attack, point Northern Lights, 23-15. The score is Socorro back to serve, now 2 away. Socorro deep into the 1, ace serve, Socorro. And she earns her way onto the hook for set number 1, 24-15. My memory's not great, but I seem to recall us being down 14-10. This would be a, I'm not going to say it, free ball over. Here's Munson to Socorro with options outside. Gleason, big swing down the line to the floor. Now I can say it, a 15-1 run, I believe, to close out set 1. Northern Lights takes it 25-15. Here on court 33, we'll step aside, maybe a little Chad Johnson music. This one's called Ride Along.
Let it cry, let it be. Last kiss for you and me. We'll turn the page, the win and win. Heart of gold, heart of love. Can't you see it's all above? Well, the worst word gets better every day. Feel the good one coming on in an old-fashioned country song. Well, brown eyes singing all night long. Guy, not a lie. You can't always get what you want, but you'll be proud every Saturday night. Mama tried, daddy lied. Who thought I'd walk the line? Well, it's true, don't you both can't survive. Feel the good one coming on in an old-fashioned country song. Well, brown eyes singing all night long. Man on an old dirt road, Hank Williams, God rest his soul. Every road's test to have a song. Was in prison on a runaway train. Never thought I could feel such pain. She rode the rescue ride along. Oh, I'm a lonesome song. I'm a lonesome song. Prince, Mary Jane, last dance, well, it's all the same. Well, old red's creeping out of sight. Turn up the lights. Well, honky tonk, women don't be cruel. Feel the good one coming on in an old-fashioned country song. Well, brown eyes singing all night long. Man on an old dirt road, Hank Williams, God rest his soul. Every road's test to have a song. Was in prison on a runaway train. Never thought I could feel such pain. At your own rescue ride along. Oh, I'm a lonesome song. I'm a lonesome song. Dirt road, rest his soul. Every rose tells to have a song. Was prison on a runaway train. Never thought I could feel such pain. Roll and rescue right along.
All right, getting ready for set number 2 here. Match 1, day 1, Northern Lights qualifier. Set number 2 starts with Eden serving. We're underway now. Good strong serve over. Fettrell pops it up high. Tao back to Fettrell. Fettrell over the block into the 6. Ball on the court. Replay point number 1, 0-0 will remain the score. Ryan sends it over. Tao goes down to get it. Stadler outside to Fettrell through the block and to the floor. Fettrell puts Northern Lights on the board first here in set number 2. 1-0, and that takes Paige Stadler back to the service stripe. Stadler rocks it into the 6. Good pass in system. Strong side attack. The lefty over the block. Tao at the dig. Stadler's going to push it outside. Fettrell down the line. Look out in the stands. Point to Eaton. 1-1. The score. McKenna sends it over. Munson goes down to get it. Stadler into the middle. Giguashvili takes a whack at it. Sends it out the back door. Point EVA. They take their first lead of set 2. They lead 2-1. McKenna serving. Munson goes down to get it. Stadler goes back to Fettrell over the block. Nice pickup by Eden. Two-hander over, picked up by Tao. Stadler on 2, into the campfire. Point, Northern Lights. Stadler finds the ring of fire. 2-2 here in set 2. 5-2 serving. Climbing right here into the broadcast booth is Fettrell. Fettrell into the 1. Nice pass. Not coming back. A serve. Fettrell. That was a corkscrewing serve right on the sideline. Raffleson went to go get it and went off the side of her arm. Point Northern Lights. Fettrell again. This time into the middle. Just a little bit short. Point Eaton, 3-3. The score here in set 2. Northern Lights leads 1-0. Good strong serve. Fettrell, great pass. Stadler outside to Gleason. Big swing through the block to the floor. Point Northern Lights. It starts with the pass. Fettrell on a dime to Stadler. Stadler perfectly placed to Gleason, and Gleason rocks it through the block and to the floor for the Northern Lights point. That brings Munson back to serve. Munson sends it out the back door. Point Eaton. 4-4 the score. Tonchi to serve. The big left-hander finds her spot. There it is. She cocks, she fires. Net in the way. Point Northern Lights. Sakura now in to serve. Sakura sends it over. Good pass in system. Right side attack. Big swing is out. No touch. Point Northern Lights. Sakura didn't get her hands dropped. It's a point to Eden. 5-5 the score. Raffleson sends it over. Munson sends it up. Fettrell looking for Stadler. Stadler over the block. Picked up by Raffleson. Middle attack coming. Big swing. Off the deflection. Nice dig, Sakura. Gleason from the right side into the block. Picked up by Sakura. Well done. Munson goes outside to Stadler. Tip shot. Picked up by Eaton. Good defense on the Eaton side. Free ball over. Fettrell to Sikora. Sikora outside. Stadler, big swing off the block and to the floor. Paige Stadler scores for Northern Lights. Now back to serve Gleason. Gleason with a 1-point lead, 6-5 into the 6. It's an overball. Dante with the block. Swiped at. Munson sends it up high. Sikora goes to Stadler. Stadler off the block once again and to the floor once again. Paige Stadler tooling the block from the left side. This time tools it from the right side. She's a block tooler here in set number 2 as Gleason prepares to serve once again. 2-point lead. Gleason, ace serve right between players on the 5 and 6 zone. Handcuffs them both. And she'll go right back to the same spot. Picked up nicely this time. Strong side attack. Two-hander over. Fettrell on the dig. Sikora into the middle. Dante tip over the block. Punch right back. Sikora will try the right side. Stadler off the block. Picked up by Raffleson. Strong side attack coming. Big swing is down the line, but it's wide. Point Northern Lights. And they now lead by 4. Northern Lights 9. Eaton 5. Working 9 to 5. Ain't got no time for living because they're working all the time. Here on court 33 in the convention center. Northern Lights breaks the huddle. Gleason back. She's ready to go. She wants to serve. Let's get this thing going. Who's talking about what? Here we go. Stadler comes back onto the court, and now Gleason, another strong serve. Passes pinballing around. Strong side attack sent over. Munson on the dig. Sikora's going to push outside. Fettrell steps into it and finds the floor. Ellie Fettrell with the bomb into the 6. And now Northern Lights has doubled up. Gleason with the serve sent over. Strong side attack. Can't get to it. Another point Northern Lights. 11-5 the score. Now Gleason will try the other side. She'll go down the line. Good serve. Trouble. Ace serve. Jenna Gleason. Magic off her hands wherever she stands on the court. She'll go back to the right side. 12-5 now. This time deeper down the line. Catches the baseline. Ace serve. Jenna Gleason. 13-5 the score. Everything working for Northern Lights here in set 2. And Gleason will go short this time. Picked up nicely in system. Middle attack. Off the block and to the floor. Dante was there, but it came down on the Northern Lights side. It's a point to Eaton. 13-6. Northern Lights by 7. Munson on the serve. Good pass. Sikora into the middle. Dante tips over the block. Picked up by Eaton. Big swing on the left side. Blocked by Dante. And then touched on the Eaton side for the block point, Beth Dante. 14-6. Lights leads now. Dante down the line. Good serve. Nice pass. Right side attack coming. Big swing is just wide. Point Northern Lights. Boy, that was a bomb, but it flew just a half tile wide. And Northern Lights with Dante will serve once again. Into the 6. Trouble. Ace serve. Beth Dante. 16-6 now. The pace of set number 2. Frantic. Dante will serve once again. Dante goes down the line. Good pass and system. Right side attack. Tipped over. Dante with the dig and overball. And that's sent back hard by McKenna for the Eaton kill. Nice job by Dante getting up there to play defense. But the pass went a little far and was sent back with pace. Ryan to serve for Eaton. Right at us. That was dangerous. Good save by the fans in front. Serve was long. Point Northern Lights. Now Paige Stadler, 17-7. Stadler rocks it into the 6. It's a little bit long. Point Eaton. McKenna back to serve. She sends it into the 6. It's long, right between the two cameras. That was right through the uprights. We got the huddle cam directly to our left of our camera. And the ball split the uprights. Fettrell, good serve. Ace serve. Fettrell. That was corkscrewing, knuckling back and forth. And it's an ace serve, 19-8. Fettrell at the line. Fettrell goes short this time. Free ball over. Munson is there. Stadler all the way across. Gleason, big swing through the block to the floor. Jenna Gleason from the left side powers through the block, and it's 20-8. Fettrell continues at the service stripe. Fettrell, strong serve, finds the baseline. Long way for my eyes to see. Looking through 6 players, it found the floor for the ace serve, and it's now 21-8. Northern Lights in control of set number 2. A little grief here. We got the Northern Lights chant going, but not everyone participating. Good fun here. Easy to have lots of fun when you're up 21-8 in set 2 with a 1-0 lead. As Fettrell waits patiently, I might add. She gets all the way back, heels on the concrete, toes on the tiles. That's all you need. And she'll get another restart as there's a ball on the other side. Let's see how she does with the restart. Nice strong serve, battled off. Free ball coming. No, left-handed attack. Stuff block. Gigu Ashvili for the Northern Lights point. And she turned around, fired up. Two-handed stuff block by Gigu Ashvili, and now Fettrell serves. Again, good serve. Nice pass. Strong side attack. Blocked again by Gigu Ashvili. Will give the assist to Helbersma. Or maybe the other way around. Maybe it's Helbersma. Assist to Gigu Ashvili. Either way, it's a block party, population 2. Northern Lights. Good strong serve by Fettrell again. Strong side attack tipped over. Stadler, I don't think she got under it, but we're playing on. Big time left-handed swing is long, and we're giving Stadler a credit for a pancake. Well done, Paige Stadler. Good defense, and now quickly Fettrell on the hook for set 2 and the match. Fettrell deep into 1, popped up high. Eaton goes across, tipped over, picked up by Gleason. Stadler wants Fettrell in the back row, sent over, nice dig. Eaton, strong side attack, swapped over. Gleason on the dig, over on 2 goes Stadler. Into the ring of fire, 25-8 your final here in set number 2. And the match. Northern Lights wins this one 2-0. We'll have a short warm-up period, and they'll play right here on court 33. So don't go far. Freshen up your drinks, grab a sandwich. I'm going to shut down for just a few minutes, and we'll be back in not too long at all for match 2 on day 1. If we win this one, we'll play 8 o'clock tonight and automatically in the morning wave tomorrow. If we lose this one, our morning afternoon fate will be decided after the crossover, and potentially 2 crossover matches this evening. So stick with us. We'll shut down for now, and we'll be back in action in just a few minutes. Don't go far.